right, we are here on the Las Vegas Strip. It is around 3 p.m. September 4th. It is a Thursday, 94 degrees out Fahrenheit. I parked at Resorts World, walked all the way here, and I realized half of my videos, clips, were filmed in slow motion. I've made that mistake a few times. This was the worst I've made it. So now I'm going to make my way back that way. Can I hitch a ride on that Zeus? Take me back to Resorts World, please. Actually, I don't want to walk in front of the Mirage. I'll go this way. I might not chat as much in this video because not that I'm angry, just a little annoyed. So I'll keep me silent a bit. At myself, of course. Oh, some dirt. This whole area is done. It's a entranceway to the new Bazaar Meat, I believe, restaurant. And the valet area is down there as well. The Wizard of Oz at the Las Vegas Sphere. I'm gonna head into Wynn and then go towards the north side. I always say about the north side, you know, you could say whatever you want about Resorts World, Fontainebleau, but until you really invest in this side of the strip, you know, you have this area right here that Wynn owns that supposedly down the line some sort of hotel will go. You have the area in front of the convention center that there's talks about a hotel, attraction, shopping area is supposed to go there. Whatever's gonna happen to Circus Circus. You have the old Wet and Wild area between Sahara and Fontainebleau. You know, you keep pushing towards the Arts District. But until you do that, get foot traffic over there, you take Resorts World, Fontainebleau, stick it where Aria is, stick it where Cosmopolitan is, Planet Hollywood, etc. You are going to see a difference in how the hotel will do. I really think a lot of the content creators, whatever you want to call them, that complain about Fontainebleau or Resorts World all the time, never really mention the factor of where these hotels sit. And I think that is a decent component. You could do whatever you want internally to bring people in, but you still have that outside source that's holding you back when you need other sources to invest in that. If you have nobody investing in the surrounding areas around your resort, you can only do so much. Cannot compete, especially now that you don't have Stardust over here, Riviera. At least if you go towards the south side of the strip, you know, stuff like New York, MGM Grand right on the corner there. Excalibur, Luxor, Mandalay Bay, you could say whatever you want about Excalibur and Luxor, but still usually decently packed. I always see people at Excalibur too, gambling. Still have Luxor, iconic hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. People want to come see that. There's still attractions inside the Luxor. You still have the monorail connection between those three hotels. Mandalay Bay, still really busy. Also that connection to Allegiant Stadium with that pedestrian bridge that crosses over there. You don't have that over here. The only reason to go past Encore is those two taco spots, which I definitely recommend. And I don't even really mean anything that's actually happening in 2025, where Las Vegas has been a lot slower than it's been the last couple of years since COVID. So, I've definitely seen the difference in 23 and 2024. People talk about high prices, and definitely believe that's a huge factor. But we had high prices in 23 and 2024. I actually remember, this is obviously just anecdotal, but somebody's father that I knew came out here and paraphrasing, basically saying, he's like, oh, I can't believe I see so many people spending so much money on drinks and everything. Which everything was, you know, he was complaining about everything being so expensive, but still seeing people spend money. That was probably 2022, 2023. So high prices have been shooting up since COVID, and you can make that argument since corporations took over in the 80s. Remember that line in Casino when the corporations took over? Looks like Disneyland. We have no time machine to take it back to the late 70s, 80s, probably 80s. But there are many factors of why in the year 2025 Las Vegas is not doing as well. Same concept, I would say, as Resorts World. Vegas could do whatever it wants to lower their prices, do everything to bring people in, and that's a good thing, and it will help. But unless you take care of all those outside forces, outside things that are the reasons why, not just Las Vegas having high prices, because it doesn't make sense if it's just that, because it's always had high prices. Its high prices have always been going up for decades now, especially since COVID. And 2023, 2024 was booming here in Vegas. And then we just had a slide every month since the beginning of the year. McLaren, they're always switching these out. When I first moved to Las Vegas in 2011, one of the reasons was from New York. I'm from New York, and one of the reasons was it was one of the cheapest places to live. Now we're in like the top 3 cities in the United States that is the most expensive. Has to do with a lot of reasons. Obviously, a lot of people have moved here from all different parts of the country, especially California. That was a boom for a little bit after COVID, but over the last year and a half, people have slowly stopped moving here. And now our economy isn't doing as great as well too, but besides that, gas prices are just as high as here they are in California. Living expenses. XS used to be one of my favorite clubs. Siegel's Bagel Mania down there off a convention center. Best bagel spot in Vegas. Resorts World, they have their Zooks driverless robotaxi now. I actually believe they might actually start doing drop-offs. The famous pepper mill right here. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button. It does help. If you want, you can leave a comment, but please always try to be respectful with those comments. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can stay Vegas ready. Put out mostly daily Las Vegas videos. It might not always be that way. And I know every video might not be for you, but I'm sure there is something. See this whole area right here? It's supposed to have some sort of hotel. It's supposed to be some sort of attraction, ride, shopping district. They flattened the whole area out. Now some people are just saying to turn it into a parking lot. This is Elvis Presley Boulevard. You just keep going straight down that way and you will get to Westgate, which is the old International Hotel.
Some of these trips you're gonna have to start taking your children because y'all are getting married. Y'all need to be a family. Like,
All right, we are heading back to Resorts World. Well, back for me, not for you. And my dumbass filmed a decent amount of clips on slow motion. I have a few filming locations on my channel. I recently did, it's like a 5-minute video because I tried adding some clips from the movie. I do have some within, like side by sides, but I couldn't get away with it actually, like just an actual clip. Sometimes you can. And then I tried putting in some of their Oscar speeches because I really like the director's Oscar speech. Sean Baker, I believe. Nora. But I also did Leaving Las Vegas. And I know there was a scene in the middle of the movie with Nicolas Cage and Elizabeth Shue standing either over here or here, and you can see the Circus clown in the background. But when Nicolas Cage first gets into Las Vegas and he almost hits Elizabeth Shue, that is right here. She walks across the street. You can see the Riviera in the background and still some of Circus. She walks around to his car. They have a few words. She flips him off and heads off that way. I think in that Leaving Las Vegas, I maybe got like 4 or 5 clips. A lot of times the areas are totally changed where it's not even worth it, or there's a lot of scenes like the Riviera or Stardust where a lot of those movies were filmed. Vegas Vacation, Casino, Leaving Las Vegas, Showgirls, Stardust was big there. And Riviera, some of those scenes. I'm going to do that movie soon, but so yeah. I have Hangover 1 and 3. Casino is on my homepage. Personal favorite of mine, and a lot of people seem to like that one. Vegas Vacation, I got a lot of the scenes before Mirage closed. Like I said, Leaving Las Vegas, Fools Rush In I've done. What Happens in Vegas, I got a few scenes from there. Nora I just did. I do some history videos. Walked around where Tupac got killed that night, from MGM Grand to where Suge Knight's old club is, to where he got killed off Harmon. No, I mean off of Mingo and Koval, and they drove on to Harmon. Sonny Liston for Muhammad Ali, Mafia kind of owned. Boxer has his house, graveyard, gravestone at the graveyard. I just did Red Fox, his house and his gravestone. I did the kidnapping of Steve Wynn's daughter. Did a video on that. What else? I know I've done a few more. It's the Venetian bell. I hear it from all the way here, I believe. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. 92 degrees out. Fahrenheit. And we're off. These are the driverless robo-taxis. I've been in it a few times. You could check out my video. Go on my homepage, my popular videos. Drove all along the strip, all the way to Luxor. Nobody's in these. This spot's new. It took over a breakfast, I forgot what it was called. Egg something. But NADC burger. Had a burger here once. A week or two ago. It was not bad. Alright, I am going to end this video here. Please, if you can, hit that like button. It does help. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you could stay Vegas ready. Thank you for exploring the Las Vegas Strip with me on this Thursday afternoon. And I will catch you in the next video. Damn, now I have to remember what floor I parked on. Hit that like button. Catch you in the next video.